Welcome DDRC members, staff, and guests. Multiple staff members are present to make sure that the meeting runs smoothly and all applicants and citizens are able to communicate with the commission at the appropriate times.
I'll call the roll. Ms. Branham?
Here.
Mr. Broom?
Here.
Ms. Jaco?
Here.
Mr. McGuire? We have quorum.
Okay. In order to avoid ex parte communications, DDRC members are under strict instructions not to discuss cases under consideration with the public or with each other outside of the public forum. The meeting typically starts with staff calling the case, giving a summary of the project, and then calling on the applicant to present if they wish. Decisions are typically made in one evening. Decisions may be appealed within 30 days to a court of competent jurisdiction. Oaths will be administered individually as we hear either from applicants or from live speakers. Applicants with requests before the DDRC are allotted a presentation time of 10 minutes. This time should include, but is not limited to, an overview of the project, case history, and any pertinent meetings held regarding the request. This time also includes all persons presenting information on behalf of the applicant, such as attorneys, engineers, and architects. This time does not include any questions asked by the DDRC or staff regarding the request. Members of the general public are given the opportunity to address their concerns in intervals of 2 minutes. Applicants may have 5 minutes to respond. Staff has a timer and will make presenters aware of when the time has expired. Are there any changes to the agenda?
There are no changes.
The DDRC uses the consent agenda to approve non-controversial or routine matters by a single motion and vote. If a member of the DDRC or the general public wants to discuss an item on the consent agenda, the item is removed from the consent agenda and then considered during the meeting. The DDRC then approves the remaining consent agenda items. Will staff please review the consent agenda?
All of our items tonight are on the consent agenda. The first item is 2809 Grace Street, request for preliminary certification for the Bailey Bill in the Cottontown Bellevue Architectural Conservation District. Also 2607 Cypress, again a request for preliminary certification for the Bailey Bill in Old Shandon, Lower Waverly Protection Area. 2304 Lincoln Street, request for certificate of design approval for an addition and exterior changes in the Elmwood Park Architectural Conservation District. And last, 1531 Taylor Street, a request for a recommendation for individual landmark designation. This is in the City Center Design District.
Is there anyone from the DDRC that would like any item removed from the consent agenda? Okay. Is there anyone from the public that would like to have an item removed from the consent agenda? All right. Do I have a motion and a second to accept the consent agenda subject to all the conditions stated as well as the July minutes?
I move to accept the consent agenda with all the items included in the staff report, as well as approve the July minutes.
Second.
Mr. Broom?
Yes.
Ms. Branham?
Yes.
Ms. Jaco?
Yes.
And Mr. McGuire?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Any other agenda items?
There are none.
All right.
I'd like to make a motion to adjourn this meeting. Say aye.
All right. Hey, thank you.